Ow! Welcome back! We got off of our buttholes and started getting back to work.
Yeah, this is, I'm Tension 1913.
And I'm Tosha Fayons.
And we are Let's Playing Hexen.
Yeah.
In the last episode, we finished off, Garfonzalax, and now we're gonna be going to the secret level, right, Dan?
I believe so.
Basically it has been a while since we have played this game, or Dan has played this game, and I've watched this game. It's been about, what would you say, 2-3 weeks?
I think it was, yeah, something like that.
It's been a while, alright, and Dan kind of got a little rusty. As you can see, he can't even get through these pillars here. Oh, he did. Never mind. He got through the pillars. And now, Dan, what are we doing in this game again?
We are, what the hell's happening?
I don't know, Dan.
My button is stuck.
What button?
My run button. Look, my hands are not even on the keyboard.
Oh, yeah, it's because this button can... What button runs?
This button on the mouse?
Oh, you broke it, didn't you?
Oh, now it's good.
Alright, I was going to say, Dan.
We were having technical difficulties.
Yeah, you would owe me a new mouse or something like that.
Really? I didn't, but I was just pushing it. I was using the mouse button for its
Dan, I didn't want to tell you that the mouse was already broken beforehand, and it was just a treat.
Pete, you tricked me.
Just a cheap ploy to get you to buy me a new mouse. I want one of them things with a laser on it. It's got a ball on it.
That is low down and dirty.
And it's got
Oh, there we go. I was waiting for this thing to open up.
Let's see. Is this the secret level?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So, anyways, Dan had a great idea.
I have great ideas?
Yeah, for the secret level, we're gonna talk about our deepest, darkest secrets.
That's right.
Yeah, and so, Dan, I want you to go first.
Let's see. My deepest, darkest secrets. Sometimes, when it's really late at night and I'm scared, I like to take off all my clothes.
Yeah.
And run through the streets, screaming. I don't really have any deepest, darkest secrets.
No, you don't. Well, let me tell you about some of my deepest, darkest secrets, Dan. Alright, one time...
Whoa, holy crap!
Look at all those guys. One time, Dan, I was stuck, alright? I was stuck down in a deep, dark cave. Right?
Really? I didn't realize you were a spelunker.
No, yeah, and I fell down, because, it was a long time ago.
Wait, I think I know where this is going.
Do you,
Were your parents murdered?
No, they weren't, actually. They're still alive, but my grandparents were murdered, and they owned this huge mansion, right? And I was hanging out at their house one day. When I fell down, it was like I was running outside, and then the floor broke, or whatever the hell it was. It must have been an old part of the house that was destroyed, and I fell down.
Yeah.
All right, and all I saw was these cats, right? And they were just going, it's just and so ever since then, I've been deathly afraid of cats until maybe a few years ago when I went into some hypnotherapy where they taught me to not be afraid of cats anymore. And basically, I was one day I was
Pete, you're Catwoman.
I'm Catman, if you remember correctly. Because some people do, Dan. Some people remember the jokes from Doom 1 where you were Catman and...
I think that was Doom 2.
Or whatever.
I was like Blue Jay.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And, so anyways, I was walking... Here's another secret, alright? I was walking with my grandparents. We just got out of a movie. We went to go see Made in Manhattan. And, basically, we were walking out of a movie, and this guy came up to my my grandparents and was like, "Give me your money," and they were like, "No, we're not." And
did he say something ominous like?
Yeah, he said, I think he said, "Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?" And I was, as a young man, I was like, "What are you talking about, Grandpa?" And then he's like, "Give me your shit," and so he didn't give it to him. And they shot my grandparents right there in front of me.
Wow, that is deep and dark.
Yeah. And then what's even darker is that I was eating dark chocolate at the time, which makes it even worse because I'm not a real big fan of dark chocolate.
Wow, Pete.
Which is something my grandparents don't even know, even to this day.
This story is really pulling on my heartstrings.
Yeah, even though they're dead, man. They didn't know that I didn't like dark chocolate, but I just ate it to appease them so it wouldn't make me feel bad.
You know what, Pete? The viewers at home can't see this, but a single tear just rolled down my cheek.
Oh, that is nice. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
So anyways, my grandparents got shot right in front of me while I was leaving the theater, and I kind of, thought to myself, maybe I should try to do something to avenge their death. So what I did, Dan, was I just started a community crime watch. It's really what I did. I mean, because I figured, what can one man do? And
I
plus,
know.
I didn't inherit any of their money that they had. That all went to some distant relative that I don't know. So I didn't get the mansion money or any of that stuff. So I was trying to create myself after Batman because the situation was so
Well,
similar.
Pete, like don't feel too bad because
Yeah.
like you have to be in great shape
Yeah.
to fight crime. Like
Yeah.
you're in like putting up neighborhood watch signs at the entrance
I'm
to your
in
neighborhood.
that shape.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
kind of shape you're in.
I'm in the shape where I could take some binoculars out and look and see if people are doing anything suspicious. You know what I mean?
You know, Pete, I've always thought that you excel at like looking through Venetian blinds and
Yeah.
and snitching on your neighbors. Like
Yeah.
that, you've always been talented at that.
Yeah, I've been.
Like if you, I would almost venture to say that you're the Batman of being nosy in the neighborhood.
I think so. And even if I see a neighbor, like, because I've been reading this book lately. I finished reading this book called 1984, right? And I learned a lot of things about it. It's a George Orwell book about, a dystopian, futuristic society where, people don't have any rights and all that. Anyways, it made me think, you know what? I should be careful about suspicious people that I see in my neighborhood.
Right.
And so even if I see my neighbors, if I think they're doing something suspicious, I'll call the police on them. That is how crime friendly or neighborhood watch friendly I am. That I would rat. Well, I wouldn't call it rat because you know what? I'm trying to protect the neighborhood. And when my neighbors are outside grilling a piece of steak in the middle of winter, doesn't that seem a little suspicious, Dan?
Yeah.
And maybe if they're not wearing their winter coat and they're out there with their thing and then they wave at me, you know what, Dan? That's very suspicious.
You know, Pete, let me ask you this. Speaking
Yeah.
of 1984,
Yeah.
would you go as far as ratting out your own parents?
Would I, if they were doing something
Yeah,
suspicious, Dan, for the neighborhood, I would totally.
You know, when you know how your parents like make their own money down in your basement?
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing. Like,
Yeah.
did you ever rat them out?
Well, not yet, but now that you're talking about it, maybe I should, because it does seem, in the society that we're living in today, if you see
Whoa, what the
something,
hell
you
is this?
should say something. Oh, he just raped you, Dan. Anyways, Dan, in this society, if you see something, you're supposed to say something. Sometimes I see my dad downstairs, and he's doing something with an axe, maybe some tools, and it's
Yeah.
kind of suspicious, Dan, because he's like cutting up some wood, but I don't know what he's using that wood for, you know what I mean? Maybe I should call the police on him. I don't know, Dan. I don't know. But all I can say, Dan, is that people should read 1984.
Yeah.
I read it, and seriously,
It's a good book.
it's a fucking phenomenal book, alright?
Let me ask you this. What was your favorite part of 1984?
The torture scene was
Yeah.
probably my favorite part.
Nice.
Because it was just fucking great, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Great. I don't want to give away too much, but let's say you people, alright, and I mean you people, anyone listening, have you ever seen the movie V for Vendetta? Have you ever read the
I never
graphic
saw it.
novel V for Vendetta? Because that is very closely based on that. Hold on. Hello? Oh, not like I was gonna go in there, see him, and they're like, oh, he's gotta get put away. Yeah. Alright, bye.
Ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so what are we talking about now?
So anyways, yeah, if you like V for Vendetta, you're gonna love fucking 1984. Because V for Vendetta is definitely, has taken some of the, things from 1984 and kind of like made it their own. Like the government ruling everything and all that.
Yeah, it's kind of a book. It's a
Big
book.
Brother's watching you.
It's a book that stays relevant.
I
find.
know, I fucking love it. You
People
know,
are always using the term Orwellian.
you know that Jim Gaffigan, thing where he's like, have you ever read a book that's changed your life? Well, neither have I. Well, I wouldn't say this book has changed my life, but I definitely say this book not opened my eyes, but just makes me like feel more aware of shit.
Yeah.
And it makes me like, I just love the book. It's just a hell of a book. And right now I'm reading this book called Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. And it's basically similar to 1984, but instead of the government taking away everything from people, the government gives tons of shit to people, like drugs, like TV, like movies, like phones and shit.
I read this a long time ago. I'm just like,
and basically, so they give you so much stuff that you're not even aware of what's really going on. You know what I mean? And that probably draws more of a parallel to this time period that we live in now.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everyone's got like an iPhone and the government can track you to, or not everyone has an iPhone, but everyone's got a phone with a GPS or something and the government can track you through it and shit.
I don't think my phone has a GPS. I have an old dinosaur of a phone. And I didn't even buy it.
Yeah.
I was given it.
Well, I'm just saying, it's a good book, and I'm not done with that one, but it's very good. And, yeah, you know what, from going from being very funny to talking about something real, it's kind of a letdown, isn't it, Dan?
No, that's not a letdown.
Well, people are expecting funny, Dan.
Well, I guess you know what, Pete, I don't know what to say about that. Like, sometimes you gotta,
No, you're supposed to go squibbity-squibbity-doo, fuck my face, right?
That's right. Yeah, like super popular Let's Player would.
Yeah, just like super popular Let's Player.
Yeah, I was watching some of those Happy Wheels videos, and you were dead on accurate when you did that. Those guys are fucking retards.
Yeah, you better heal yourself a little bit. You only got 8.
It's like they don't even really say anything. It's like they go through the game and then they're like, they're not even saying words. It's like, ah! And then the guy talks in this weird accent and he's like, fuck my face, ah, my vagina, and then he screams.
Yeah.
And
they have autism or Tourette's or something.
Maybe, but I was watching this one episode where he was going through the game and all of a sudden he was like, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. And it's like Obi-Wan Kenobi had no connection to the game. There was no relevance to the game in any way. And he didn't even say anything like interesting as Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was just, he did the Obi-Wan Kenobi voice. He said, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then he just kept playing. I was like, so out of place.
Yeah.
And the weird, creepy thing is, he was not the only one who did that. Like, there was this other guy, completely different person, who spoke in the exact same voice and did like the exact same things. He would just scream, make nonsense gibberish, and then go, fuck my face! Ah! And that was it. And it was weird, because it was almost like one of those guys was a clone of the other, or somebody else.
They're twins.
Yeah, maybe.
They're gay twins together.
Well, they didn't look alike. Like, one was a little bit fatter.
Well, no, they're twins in the way that they do things.
Yeah.
Like blah, 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 blah.
But it kind of makes me wonder, like, who was the original retarded Let's Player guy?
I don't know. I think if you look up retarded Let's Player guy, you probably would find us on there, definitely.
Probably us, but those guys were clearly, one of those guys was like stealing the formula of the other, or maybe both of them were stealing
someone else's formula.
The formula of some other weirdo that you know.
Yeah.
It's almost like well, I didn't notice this was here. But it's kind of weird because, like, who was the original?
I was listening to this comedian. Alright. And he was talking about how comedians, like, not how they take each other's things, but how comedians sometimes take one idea and then go with it, and then it sounds kind of like someone else's idea.
Yeah.
But it's theirs. Kind of like the whole Dane Cook, Louis C.K. kind of thing. But basically he was talking about how he used to do comedy back in the 80s in Boston when E.T. came out. So they're all like, hey, don't you think E.T. looks like a big giant piece of shit? And I was just fucking laughing. And I was like, you know what? He does look like a piece of shit. So then he said there were these two comics that were bitching outside of a comedy club one night. They're like, hey, dude, you fucking took my thing. He's like, yeah, I always fucking said E.T. looks like a piece of shit. And then he's like, no, well, I went further with the joke. He's like, yeah, he's like, E.T., doesn't E.T. look like a piece of shit? And then I put him in the toilet and I say, go home. And then he flushed the fucking toilet. And I was like, that is great. And that just reminds me of, like, I don't know, it's just kind of funny how, like, you know, comedians, they're gonna kind of like, I wouldn't say steal off of each other, but you know how they have topical comedians,
Yeah.
where they talk about current events and whatnot.
Mhm.
Well, these comedians, they're gonna have like similar, maybe not similar
Whoa.
jokes, but they're gonna have jokes about the same content. And they
Alright,
both
I
might,
killed myself.
they both might make like similar jokes. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that they're copying off.
You know what's kind of weird?
What?
Like, you know H.R. Geiger and the aliens?
Yeah.
Like a lot, like his. I was watching this documentary about the making of Alien, and one of the criticisms, or one of the comments that one of the cast members said was that all of H.R. Geiger's artwork looks like a bunch of dicks, like strewn together, and it's like, if E.T. is a big piece of shit, and H.R. Geiger's aliens are like male genitalia and vaginas, that's kind of weird. That like, it's almost like if you want to make an alien look creepy, you kind of have to model him after things that maybe make people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I find that to be kind of interesting.
What, people are uncomfortable with penises or pieces of shit?
Like genitals, pieces of shit, all kinds of things like that. Maybe I'll make an alien. Maybe I'll design my own alien that's modeled after something like, I don't know, like genital warts or something.
Like buttholes.
Yeah, but
yeah, they just look like buttholes. And they're not threatening at all.
Yeah.
If you look at it, there's a butthole. Like, it kind of weirds you out. Like, why is there like a talking butthole? But
yeah, it'll be like, there goes your leader.
Yeah, and literally just shit, like brown stuff comes out of them, and you're like, what? What the hell is this? What the hell is the deal? Oh God. Yeah. Dan, you gonna win, or are you just gonna?
I'm getting my ass beat.
Yeah, you are kind of getting your ass handed.
I thought I was gonna do well in this LP, but I'm like, it's just nonstop me getting my ass ravaged.
Yeah, you know what, Dan? I usually don't agree with you on things like this, but I think this is probably the worst LP you've ever done, gameplay-wise.
Yeah.
Because you are not handling the power that you have here. Like, you can supposedly light things on fire with your hands.
I do not have great responsibility.
No, you don't. In fact, you know who doesn't have great responsibility?
Who?
There's a guy named Todd we know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He is not responsible at all, but we can't go into it because we're actually under legal binding contract that we can't say anything else.
About Todd?
Besides, you know, that he's irresponsible in various aspects of his life. But anyways, another thing, you know, we did sign a contract just last time, although his lawyers, you know, they're not very good.
Yeah.
Thomas Stout, 25, he kind of had us sign something that we can't talk about him for at least 2 videos, so
yeah.
So we won't be talking about him for at least 2 videos.
What if we talked about Thomas Trout?
No, I
43.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but you know what's great is that Thomas Stout's mom made a Let's Play channel, and
Yeah, she is much better than Thomas Stout.
It is a lot better than anything Thomas Stout could ever do.
Sue Stout clearly has all the talent in that family.
Yeah, and this is, I'm not like busting on T Stout or anything, I'm just saying that his mom makes better stuff, and I really think because Thomas Stout is in her videos, if he just got out of her videos,
yeah, that's the one criticism I have.
They would be like 1,000.
Oh shit.
1,000 times better. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like they're already, let's say they're already at max 100%. Like just in the amazingness of it.
Whoa.
You got a platinum helmet, Dan.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to do for you?
I think it's worth a lot of money.
And what the hell you do with money in this game?
I don't know.
Dan, you could just ran up that thing.
I know. That's why I feel a little silly right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually feel silly,
Uh-huh.
but I feel really, really silly.
Yeah.
Like I'm a total giggle puss right now.
Mm-hmm. Great giggle puss.
What is that thing across there?
I don't know, Dan. But anyways, so yeah, his Stu Stout something or other, I don't know her numbers.
Yeah.
She has a channel and it's really, really good if you get a chance to watch it. It's a lot. If you're a big fan of Thomas Stout, whatever his numbers are, I would unsubscribe to him.
Yeah, and just subscribe to his mom.
Just subscribe to his mom because what's the point of getting two Stout channels when you can get the best Stout channel? It's
yeah,
like,
I know.
It's like eating 2 apples. You know, one of them's like Golden Delicious and one of them's like a Red Delicious, and your favorite is a Red Delicious. What's the point of eating the golden one, right? Yeah.
I know, it's superfluous.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. Anyways, Dan, I think you should kill this guy.
Then what?
And
Whoa,
then kill that
shit.
guy maybe, and then we'll end the episode for the day.
All right.
Or how about we just hide? Let's end it right now. So this has been. Do you really want to delete it? You almost effed that all in the end. So this has been Kenshin 1913 along with
Ghosty Films.
and we will see you in the next episode.
Yeah.
Bye bye.